Oh my God. Oh my God. The fucking dog jumped into the water and drowned. Oh my God. I gotta show you this. Oh my God. How fucking dumb was that?
It was one of the dogs that you had, or the dog you were
Yeah,
fighting,
it was a dog. I couldn't believe it. It just jumped into the water.
and drowned.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I'm telling you, the the computer is stupid sometimes.
Let me see it know when you get it. Oh my God. Oh. Yeah, you're right. They are. This is I don't even know what to say, son. How dumb that fucking dog is.
Have you ever just like, have you ever like been fighting a guy, and then the guy that you're fighting just all of a sudden just starts running off somewhere?
Yeah. It happens sometimes if I'm kind of in the fighting area and then it's kind of running back to the area.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why I think it's doing it, but I'm not sure. You know who the guys that give me the most trouble? I don't know why. They shouldn't. And maybe I'm just a little bit kind of nervous about getting too close to them. And that's some big old sumo wrestling motherfuckers. You know, they kind of deceptively quick.
Well, you see, for me, I I I I've done it where I've stayed up and close with them, but they are kind of annoying, especially when they start spamming grab attacks.
Yeah,
Because there are some times where you're playing it, you're fighting them, and what they do is they just keep on spamming grab attacks. You know what I mean?
yeah. Man, I love this game, son. This is really becoming a really unsuspectingly. This is really coming one of the games that I'm really like thinking, man, I do not want this game. I just like and I can't. I'm looking forward to playing the next game like it. You know,
Yeah.
it's really an incredible game. You say you try to stay close to those big guy dudes.
Yep.
Hmm. Does that work?
Uh, I don't really recommend it.
Okay.
Like I said, especially if they're spamming grab attacks, I don't really recommend it. But
This cracks me up. when you see these fucking. Uh, you know what I thought was kind of interesting is they're supposed to be based on some reality. I guess we know what happened with the the West did influence them, right? Or did they keep them out? The Western.
No, they not keep the West out.
Well, why you say that?
You can go to Japan and visit Japan right now.
Yeah, but you can no, but you don't understand. You can go to Japan now because oh my god, because of World War II. When Japan bombed Pearl Harbor, and then because Japan sided with Germany, that's why you got Germany was occupied by the United States and other nations. The
Yeah,
same thing with Japan. Japan was occupied like because United States wanted a presence there to make sure that they didn't try to know more war stuff, right?
yeah.
So when you say that they were occupied by American and British forces before they, because even in this history, even in this game, they're trying to say that the Americans tried it, but then they went away. Then the British started trying to occupy,
Yeah.
colonize. Yes.
What the hell is this? Bruh.
I hate this when I forget my horse. I'm kind of. Oh my god, that's ridiculous. I should have just did that. I mean, really trying not trying not to make fun of Bryson,
Yeah.
but it just cracks me up every time. Like he noticed it, like something happened where we got hurt, our character got hurt, or something we lost or something, and he just kind of makes that little snicker, like ha ha, ha, you know.
Yeah.
But yet, but yet, at the end of the day, he can't even he can't even play this game by himself, son. Without any help.
Yeah.
kind of makes me wonder when if I'm gonna need any help in it. So far, I've been frustrated, but I don't think I've needed any help. You know,
Yeah.
I didn't even consider it. You know, I know I probably will on that new Game Plus thing. It sounds like that's a beast to you, huh?
Midnight. The midnight difficulty.
Yeah.
Uh, some of it is.
Is it the same game? Like you're just doing the same thing all over again?
So yeah, like the story missions and the side quests and stuff are the same, but then you have this island mission. Those are different, and there's the enemy of my enemy, master of four seas, love and the sword play, character assassins, other hells, thugs, and there's
Oh my
like
god, you
three
motherfucker.
different thugs. Then there's Path of Chaos. Right. Those are all different. But I do recommend playing through all the story missions again and all the side quests if you can. But
That's a lot. Yeah. Okay. The game gonna be a year old. I mean, I'll be playing this game all year.
I already did it all. I already 100% it.
When did you get this game? How long ago have you had this game?
When when Dragon's Dogma came out,
Yeah. Oh, that was when was that? About 4 or 5 months ago. 6 months ago.
yeah, I completed it a while ago though. I just keep playing the game. Kind of like it, but and plus there's still stuff for me to do. There's only one thing I haven't completed yet, and that's Path of Chaos. I know I can't take Bryson in there because he sucks, and so I'm hoping that you'll do way better than Bryson.
Yeah. I probably will. No guarantees, but
But yeah, so I've been playing it, and I got that's what I got. So far as I've done all this, I come 100% of the game on like all the I did all the story missions, all the side quests, everything on the on the base game, and then shoot, and then yeah, well, then I did it, and then I did it on midnight difficulty. I did all this crap by myself. Bryson, we got to. I don't even remember how far we got on midnight difficulty, and he just didn't even play it anymore. I think it had to have been around level. I think it had to have been around the same time you fight your the first time you fight your Blade Twin,
yeah.
because after that, those are level 60 missions. Level 60 missions. So he's like he was like level 58, 59 or something like that. So he could have done hidden motives, but I don't think he did it much more than that because he could have, but I don't
What
think
is hidden
I don't know if he
motives? What is
did.
that? Is that a mission?
What?
Is that a mission?
Yeah, it's like one of the very first missions. He did that mission a long time ago,
He
and
didn't do it. You talking about
I'm
in
talking
the
I'm
second
talking
game?
about midnight difficulty. I'm talking about
Okay.
midnight difficulty. He played like a few missions at midnight, and he said, "Fuck that shit." And then
I'm not surprised, son. He barely did the one. Oh,
Yeah, I don't even get. I done every single midnight mission. I did that. I did all them shits by myself. I did every single one. I played every single one. You know, I got chapter 1, 2, and 3 all completed. I did. I 100% on midnight. I 100% percented every open world, every map, Yokohama, Edo, and Kyoto. You know, I did all the
oh
side quests. I did all the side quests for all the characters. You know what I mean? I did everything. I did every single one. You know, all by myself. I did all this shit by myself. You know, and then I did every single one of these. The allied missions, except for Path of the Chaos, the only one I haven't finished yet. But I finished every single one. I finished The Enemy of My Enemy, Master of the Four Seas, For Love and Swordplay, Character Assassins, Other Halves, uh, and the 3 thug missions. There's 3 different thug missions. And then Path of Chaos. That's the only one I haven't completed yet. But I completed every single other one. 100% all the maps. Did all the side quests and all the story missions of Midnight. He didn't even get half the. He didn't get. He didn't. He barely got halfway to the first chapter and then quit.
you know, it's funny. You say that like you actually expected him to. I mean, not that you expected him to, but
I was
what?
helping him. I was there with him. I was helping him with it, and I was like, and then he just quit. He just didn't do it anymore. He just quit.
Even though you got him to it.
Yeah, he just quit, and get this. So the enemy of my enemy can be done on level 50. I just don't recommend it because these ones hit hard, right? But every enemy of my enemy and everyone after that, I just recommend you be like somewhere near level 100 before you even attempt those. Like I said, these ones will fuck you up, right?
Yeah,
But this is get this, all right? He didn't even get past the first freaking part of Midnight difficulty. He didn't even beat the Midnight Chapter 1. And he's immediately trying to play enemy of my enemy. Like he's going to get past it. Like,
oh my god, why do I keep doing that?
he was getting whooped. And I get the like at some point in the game, you know how those little health things you have?
What?
Those healing, the heal things you have.
Oh yeah.
So you have the special medicine that heals you a lot, and then you have like your little health things that you just normally get, right? I guess they're kind of like your Estus flask or whatever. But you get sometimes like when you play into like the base game, like the first playthrough, you might get like, oh, I don't know, like sometimes you might get 8 of them, sometimes you might get 7 of them, and sometimes you might get 10 of them. When you get to midnight difficulty, you always have 10. Like you always have 10,
Yeah,
right? Like no matter how many of them you use and you rest or you teleport somewhere, yeah, you always get 10, right?
yeah,
You might not always get 10 of the medicine things because that's an actual consumable that you could run out of, right? But
yeah,
the actual healing pellet things, like that your main healing pellet things, you get you get 10 of them all the time in
yeah.
midnight difficulty, right? Tell me why. Like we would be playing one of the ally missions. We were playing first we tried to do the enemy of my enemy, and then he tried to do for love and swordplay, right? Which is even harder than the enemy of my enemy. He couldn't even complete that one.
Yeah.
He kept dying. He kept dying, right? And then I had to fight all the guys. right? And these are like two boss guys. You have to fight the same goddamn time. And the only person that had to help me was him. There wasn't any other character or anything. It was just the two of us. He kept dying. Like he would die, literally. Like he would die like every 2 seconds. It was insane. You know what I mean? It was insane the amount of times he was dying. You know, I'm like, dude, do you even know how to play the game? Like, what the freak are you? You know what I mean? And I'm like watching him fight, and he's not healing. And I'm like, why aren't you healing? He's talking about he ran out of heals. I'm like, brother, we're fighting the first two guys.
Oh my god, you can't make this shit up.
I'm over here. I still got like 9 heals left, right? And he got none.
Yeah,
He had the medicine, the special medicine, and the that's like 13 freaking heals. You
yeah.
telling me you already healed 13 times? Jesus. What the freak are you doing? You know, like, bro. You get, and another thing is, yeah, like I'm telling you, playing through the story again of Midnight, it at first I thought for me, at first I was like, oh, this is gonna suck. This is gonna be stupid, right? Because like I already played through the game again already. But I gotta tell you, the extra challenge to it kind of made it a little bit more funner. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah,
Especially considering how you get more powerful gear for it too. It was kind of funner with the extra challenge, right? Because at the time I got done with the game, the first playthrough, I was trying to think whether or not I was gonna play it on Midnight. I knew Midnight was supposed to really bring that's kind of when a game really is trying to challenge you, right? Like where and that's the point of the game where it's like one mess up could be like a set you back retry like a retry. Not I mean it's not so brutal where it's like it kicks you all the way out of the game or anything like that. I mean yeah you do just go back to the last checkpoint, but so it's not like don't think that's gonna be like super bone break difficult or anything like that. You know what I mean? But it definitely is more challenging
yeah.
where you really can't afford to screw up that many times, you know. But I would say once you get to a certain point, that's kind of where I really feel like I really just started feeling like that kind of separates, you know, that saying that they say it separates the men from the boys.
Yeah.
You know,
So he tried to say Bryce still a boy.
yeah, Bryson Stout boy, he couldn't get past. He quit. He quit. You can't be no man. He quit.
Did he really quit or he just taking a break from it?
He hasn't played. He hasn't gotten back on it yet. You know, I'm talking about when he actually had his PlayStation 5 because he can't do it now. So I'm not faulting him for now because he doesn't have it. He doesn't have it. You know, if you don't have your PlayStation 5, what are you gonna do? You know,
Yeah.
it's a PlayStation 5 game, so I mean, you have to have your PlayStation 5. I'm not faulting him for that. But there was like a whole, almost like a whole month where he just would not get on Rise of Ronin at all, like to play it. Like I was sitting here waiting. I'm like, bro, when you gonna get on Rise of Ronin? You know, he's like,
Cause you needed help,
I'll
man.
play. Not that I need. Like I said that I already completed everything. The only thing I haven't completed is Path of Chaos. This is actually before I even had Path of Chaos when I was asking him to get on. Right. I just wanted to play the game because it's fun. I like the game. That's it.
You said there's a
Right.
DLC to this?
No, no, that's not a DLC.
Oh, okay.
It might be later on. They might make one. I don't know. But no, that's not a DLC. But the game, it's I already done everything in the game. Like I already beat every story mission on the normal and midnight. I already beat all the side quests on normal and midnight. I already 100%ed all the maps on normal and midnight, and I have went into the dojo. This is something I recently just done. This is the more recent stuff I have just done. I I have gotten max friendship with every character in the game. I have gotten master rank on every single dojo fight. There's every single dojo fight in the game I have gotten master on. I have platinum the game, meaning I have gotten all the achievements in the game. And I'm soon about to max out every single piece of gear in the game. There's only one piece of gear I haven't got to a max yet, and once that happens, well then I finally have full maxed out set of weapons and armor. Like on my like
What do you got to do to max out dojos?
every time you get a dojo mission, you play it, and you got whoever you're fighting. Sometimes you have to fight multiple guys. Like at a time, you don't fight. It doesn't make you fight like uh, it doesn't make you fight like five guys at a time. It makes you fight them like one at a time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you don't gotta worry about like getting like triple teamed, or double team or whatever. But so when you play it, you all the dojo missions you fight a guy one at a time, right? But of course, the missions where they ask you to fight multiple guys, those are obviously the harder ones because you don't want to mess up. But if I mess up, I mean you don't want to lose the fight, nor do you want to take that long. So how it works is it's kind of time based. It requires you to you'll have you fight a boss character, like all the special characters in the game, like Genzui, Katsura, Ryomo, all those guys, and even the guys like Katsu, Okita, Saito, any of the big name characters, right? You fight all of them in the dojo, right? And it requires you to beat them within a certain time frame to master to get the master rank, right? And get the master rank, you get all the rewards for beating them. Some of them are kind of worthwhile, some of them aren't so much, but it doesn't really matter. I'm just trying to get master rank because I don't really care about the rewards. I'm just trying to master every single opponent, right? But that's how you do it, right? You have to beat them within like a minute, I think. Um, which I guess depending on how good you are at the game, is definitely easier said than done. Beating them like within a minute or under a minute is kind of difficult. Some of them I've beaten like 40 seconds. Some of them a little bit more, like 50 seconds.
Hmm.
But for most of them, I beat them within like 50 to 40 seconds. And yeah, you got to beat them fast. If you want to get the master on it, you got to beat them fast. But yeah, I did that. I would say for the ones that you gotta fight multiple guys, you still gotta beat them pretty fast, but it's easier because the amount of time that you get, like the time frame that you have to get, you can take like about like 2 minutes and still get mastered, you know, because you're fighting like five dudes, you know. But if you're only fighting like one guy, then you have to beat him within like a minute. Any time over that, there's a good chance that you might not get master on it. You know what I mean? So in other words, Bryce is not getting master on all of them.
Sometimes I like fighting these minion guys. Sometimes I like fighting these minion guys because I get to study their moves.
Yeah.
You saved my skin. Here, take this.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's hot.
Uh,
Yeah.
do you ever hate that when you ever hate it when you're about to look at some game, like you're looking at some game, and you're like, oh, this game looks cool, this game looks cool, and it's like coming out on PC.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yep, yep. It's true.
Like I I have a computer, I have like some games, like I have like I have Skyrim on a computer, so I could finally mod Skyrim and do all these kind of different stuff. I also do Fallout 4, Xenoverse, and a few other stuff. But I still prefer, like even though I've done PC gaming now, I see what it's like. I understand why, especially with all these shooters, why some of these PC players like to play these shooters on their computers.
Uh
Yeah, like that aiming thing. Like I play Fallout 4,
huh.
dude. It's like so much more freaking quicker when you're aiming and shit, you know. But the um the I still prefer to play it on PlayStation. I'm just a PlayStation guy.
Yeah.
If a game, unless it's like a game that I can mod, I don't really, or it's a game that's only on PlayStation, not PlayStation, PC. That might there's another game I play called Muse Dash. It's a rhythm game. It's only on PC. I can only play it on PC, you know, and
Yeah.
so like unless it's like a PC exclusive, computer exclusive game or something like that, then I don't. Other like if otherwise I would just play it on. I would just play it on PlayStation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you told me, like for example, here's an example. Like if you told me that there's a game coming out, there's a PC version and a PlayStation version. I would much rather play it on PlayStation than play it on PC. Like Space Marine 2, for example. Space Marine 2 is a game that's coming out on all platforms, I believe, and it's on PC. I just don't want to play it though. I want to play it
Yeah.
on PlayStation. I want to play it on PlayStation. You know, especially if I'm going to be playing it with other people. I want to be on PlayStation.
Yeah.
But but so like sometimes if it's a game that I could potentially play with other people, and they say, oh, it's a PC game only, then I get upset. I get
Yeah.
upset because I'm like, well, I can't get that on, I can't get that on console, and everybody I play with is on console. But and even still, even if it wasn't like that and it was a game I could just play by myself, I still kind of feel like I would prefer it to be on console. You know, which makes me wonder why sometimes there's these games that just don't release on console. It
Yeah,
seems like they totally could just release on console, but they just don't. You know, isn't that weird?
yeah,
It just seems like it's so. It seems like a game. Some of these games I see, it seems like games that would be perfect on console. Some of them I can understand. They're just kind of designed. They're just designed to be on a computer. You know, like I was just thinking about Muse Dash. I don't. It would be weird, like or difficult to kind of play Muse Dash on console, just because of how the game is played.
it's
Like
called News Dash.
there's a game called Muse Dash. It's a rhythm game, and I was saying it's a game that would be difficult to be like on a console because the controller it just doesn't work with the controller well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's like
No, I don't want it.
what?
No, it's, I don't want that horse. Yeah,
Oh, okay. I was saying like the how the controls work are like yeah you still have some buttons here and there like your like escape and enter buttons or whatever when you're trying to select something whatever. But of course you could just use your mouse or whatever. But you gotta use a mouse. You know, now that they can change that to where like select the select screen on PlayStation or Xbox or whatever. That can work, but what doesn't work is when you actually playing the game. It's like how the game works is you have home row, and so like your home row, your F, your your J, and your F. They're like your main buttons. You know, so like when the game they have like two different rows for like the notes that you're supposed to hit. So you have like the bottom row, and that's J, and then you have your the top row, and then that's F, right? So when you want your character to jump to hit a note, you gotta push F. You want your character to hit the note on the ground, you gotta push J, right? And then there's times there's like different things that you got to do for different notes. Like sometimes like these notes that you have to hit like a gazillion times, and that's the one where you got to go like that, you know. And the other keys that you also play with are is D and K, and D and K are also like they do the same thing as F and J, but sometimes the notes come at you so fast that you have to push uh, F and J in addition to D and K to kind of I guess attack faster or whatever.
yeah.
And so it's like if a note pops up on the top, you gotta push F. If it pops up on the bottom, you gotta push J, right? And you gotta push it in a certain time, right? Like within rhythm, you have to push it within rhythm.
What
It's
kind of
hence the
game is
name
this?
rhythm game. It's a rhythm game.
Maybe I should play it just to exercise my mind.
Yeah, it is. It's a. I will warn you. You could look up some footage of it, but to see if you want to play it. It's a game. It does. It definitely is kind of somewhat of a brain teaser. I'll tell you. It really does get you. It really does exercise your reflexes for sure. But it is a really difficult game. You know, it's when I first started playing. I'm way better at it now. 'Cause I've been playing it. Also, another thing, I will tell you. I'm not a fan of the music. the the music, I don't really like it. But I do like rhythm games though. Like another rhythm game. You and I actually played this one. It was Runner.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Runner. I think that's a rhythm game. I think they consider it a rhythm game. That's one of them. But there's several different rhythm games. There's but like I was saying, so I don't think that's a rhythm game you can even get on console because, like I said, the controls, how it works, it just doesn't make any sense. Now I understand this game is actually it was taken off of another game called I think it was called Tenko or Tonko or something. I don't remember, but it's a rhythm game where you're supposed to be like hitting a drum, but I think you actually need the drum controller to even play the game. I understand that they do have a PlayStation copy of the game, so you, but like I said, in order to actually play it, I think you actually need a the drum for it, the actual drum controller.
All of my colleagues were terrified
Yeah.
and ran off. They sent me a threat this morning. They're planning an attack.
But yeah,
I can't just turn my
there's
back
some
and flee.
difficult games.
I have to protect my lab.
Well, I'm gonna have to look it up, but I've just been trying to expand my, you know, uh, different games.
Different games, yeah.
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 Truly? Okay, please. That's wonderful news. They're planning to strike when the sun sets. Are you ready?
Sometimes I think I hear you playing those rhythm games.
Oh yeah,
Cause then you say
you
one
tap.
time you were playing them and then Bryce was making fun of you because you missed some notes or something.
Uh, yeah, he laughed when I was playing. So Sky is another game
So it will
that
take
it's
time
not a
to get
rhythm
in.
game, but it does have like a rhythm mini
Strike
game
their
in it.
flanks from the rear. I'm counting
Where
on you.
if you get an instrument, you have there's like a lot of different instruments
Take care
you
of
can
yourself.
collect in the Sky. Like I don't know what kind of horn it is, but it's a horn. I have a cello, a piano, two different pianos. I have a harp, and I have a singing voice instrument, which is kind of weird that it's a voice is a singing voice. But anyway, anytime you get a sheet music, it basically unlocks a mini game, like a rhythm mini game where a bunch of different buttons will pop up, and you have to push the buttons in a certain order in a certain amount of time, like a certain time frame or whatever, and a rhythm game, right? And it plays a song, right? Like I don't know how many sheet musics I have, but I have several of them, and sometimes I like to play them because they're fun. It's fun to play a little rhythm mini game, right? Where you play a song and playing little songs are fun, right? But I was trying to play the song. Uh, I think it's called "Through the Eyes of a Child," I think, and I think that's the name of that song at least. And that was the very first time I was trying to play the rhythm game from Sky, and I was messing it up
They're
because it
here.
was like an actual song,
Whatever
like
it takes.
an actual, like I was almost like I was playing an actual instrument. Like every button on my controller was a different note, and I had to push all these different notes to get the song right. And I was really committed to try to learn how to play it right. But every time I was messing up, he was laughing at me, and still to this day, he can't play a single goddamn note. Quite typical of him.
Oh, God, itchy.
There's more of them. Be careful.
Ready and willing.
Why is he dead? That was should be dead. Oh my God. Alright. Get you right.
Don't rush. Take your time. Sure thing. Is that all? Thanks for your patronage.
You must.
Please, make these people leave.
You. By the looks of it, you're not with us this time.
There's some poison left. Let me help.
Not looking so good.
Hey, you know that fight you said where I fight two guys? What
Yeah.
what do they look like?
What do they look like?
Yeah.
One dude, he's kind of a bigger guy.
I think.
Um,
Here we go.
he's kind of a bigger guy. And the other dude, he's like, he's a little smaller, but he has
Thank you so
long
much.
hair,
I
kind
am
of.
truly grateful to you.
They're both
You
Asian
can
guy.
finally go back to studying cures for cholera.
Oh.
What?
Did I ask
Oh
you
no, I just
another
I just
favor?
followed two guys,
Would you
but they both had
possibly
like
like
kind
to
of
track down
funny looking mask
Daniel
on.
Saki?
It's to help this
He was
doctor.
rounded up during the recent
They're,
purge,
they're they're not it,
but
right?
he's still in custody.
No, I actually forgot
They
about that
can't
fight.
just come up with a
Uh,
concoction
I know you're
to
talking. I know you're
fight
talking
off
about.
cholera.
Did you
did you
just
have?
beat
Your
them?
work cut out for
Yeah.
you building this
Yeah, they're
Did
not
you?
that hard, are they?
Nah, I didn't think
methodology.
so.
I would
Yeah, I
very
helped
much
Bryson
like
with
you to
that.
talk to him for me.
Oh, really? That one didn't even hard.
And if ever you need